Welcome to Rex TV. Enjoy the video. Please subscribe, like and press the notification bell. Tablas is the largest of the islands that comprise the province of Romblon in the Philippines. The name of the island was of Spanish origin. Before the colonization of the Philippines, Tablas was known as the island of Ozagan. At the time of contact with Westerners, Ozagan had a population of 250 people living in small villages. Wax was produced in this island. The island lies about 50 kilometers, 31 miles, east from the southern part of Mindoro Island. The northern tip of Tablas is about 12 kilometers, 7.5 miles, from Romblon Island. Mount Payao, also known as Tablas Summit on old maps, at the northeastern extremity of the island, is the highest peak on the island at 2,182 feet, 665 meters, high and the second highest in the province, after Mount Giting. A wooded central range of hills traverses the length of Tablas. The west coast is formed by the western slope of the central mountain ridge, which is narrow and well-defined. The summits in the middle of the island are 1,600 to 2,000 feet high. In the center of the island is Bitogan Peak, 2,164 feet, 660 meters, high, which appears as a rounded knob from east and west and sharp from north and south. Mount Lunas, at the back of Luke Bay, is a black ridge 1,556 feet, 474 meters, high, long and rounded from east and west and sharp from north and south. With it the range breaks off to the low pass from Luke Bay to the town of Alcantara on the east coast. The southern part of Tablas is a group of many sharp conical hills, all bare and grassy except Malbug Hill, 904 feet, 276 meters, high, and Calatin Point, 835 feet, 255 meters, high, on the east coast, which are dark and wooded. When people hear the word Romblon, they will immediately think about marble. Indeed, the province is the marble capital of the country, but only a few know that it is also home to some of the best beaches just waiting to be discovered. Overshadowed by its neighboring superstar, Boracay, Tablas Island is just a few hours boat ride from Cataclan. Aglisi Beach is one of my favorite beaches. Its shoreline features almost a half-kilometer stretch of white sand, while the surrounding water is calm, clear and turquoise green. This place is perfect for people who are looking for a relaxing vacation. Aside from Aglisi Beach, there are so many things to see and do on Tablas Island. That is why you should visit Romblon before everybody does. Next is Bonbon Beach. Bonbon Beach in Romblon is located only 3 kilometers from the Poblacion, main town. I even jogged here one morning from my accommodation, Stone Creek House. There aren't too many epic beaches like this one on the doorstep of the main town in the ferry port. It is a privately owned beach and we actually met the owner as he patrolled the beach making sure no one littered, which is always great to see in the Philippines or anywhere in the world. The main drawcards for the beach are the crystal clear water but mostly the sandbar, which links the island of Romblon to Bangog Island. It is possible to cross the sandbar to the island at low tide, but you must be careful not to get stuck out there when the tide rises and the sandbar becomes submerged. At high tide, the sandbar is about waist deep, and at low tide, it is obviously fully exposed. The sandbar stretches for almost 2 kilometers, connecting Bonbon Beach to Bangog, a smaller, uninhabited island. It's one of the longest sandbars in the Philippines. During low tide, the sandbar reveals itself as a beautiful strip of powdery white sand against the backdrop of crystalline blue waters on both sides. At high tide, parts of the sandbar get submerged, but it still offers a shallow pathway. Flying the drone at Bonbon Beach was incredibly fun. To see the sandbar from the air was just one of those travel moments you never forget. For me, the picture defines paradise. Crystal clear water and a sandbar lead to a mysterious, uninhabited island. It doesn't get much better and is definitely drone heaven. The parking lot for Bonbon Beach is actually a turnoff before the beach. This is actually really nice because it means you have to walk 500 meters to get to the sandbar. Believe it or not, this stops a lot of traffic and tourists. There is a sign that says Bonbon Beach parking and you can park in here and then walk down along the shore. Many of the local families swim at the beach next to the car park. The water here isn't as clear and the beach isn't amazing, which is strange considering a few hundred meters down the road is one of the best beaches in the world. We rented a moped for 500 pesos per day and cruised down to Bonbon Beach in just a few minutes. In conclusion, if you're a photographer seeking softer hues, a tranquil atmosphere, and potentially more of the sandbar exposed, sunrise could be your ideal time. However, for those aiming to capture dramatic skies with warmer tones and don't mind a few extra people around, sunset at Bonbon Beach would be perfect. Always cross-reference your plans with the tide charts to ensure the best experience. The beach is easily accessible by public transport from the town. Simply board a tricycle and tell the driver you'd like to go to Bonbon Beach. There are now flights from Manila to Tablas Island, Romblon, your next gateway to the beach.